Hello everyone and welcome to week number 2 of 52 weeks of fiber art. I'm Brandy Lynn and today we'll play with Shiva Paintstiks. Shiva Artist Paintsticks are a great product to use on fabric for a permanent color finish. They're an oil-based paint stick that becomes permanent after it dries for 24 hours and is set with an iron. They never dry out because a protective film forms after every use. Simply use a paper towel to squeeze and twist, and the protective layer doesn't come off at all. Oh, that's funny. Shiva Paintsticks never dry out because they form a protective film after each use. You can use a paper towel to give a harsh twist to remove the film, or you can score it with a knife and simply peel away with a paper towel. The film comes right off. If you use Shiva Paintsticks by drawing directly on the fabric, the application can be chunky and messy like a crayon. The best use is to use a stencil brush, and it's a good idea to buy a good quality one rather than a dollar store brush, which can be longer and much more flimsy. Here's how to prepare a simple tape resist. Place a few pieces of tape on your cutting board and simply cut a squiggly line through the tape. Freehand squiggly line. Take a piece of fabric and layer the tape across the fabric in any direction or way that you like. Once you have the tape in place, you can start to add the paint. Take the stencil brush and fill the brush with paint. Get lots of paint on there. Brush from the tape onto the fabric. Press nice and hard. You can either cover the entire fabric with paint, or you can have a shadowed effect where there's less color in the middle. Once you have the amount of paint that you want, you simply peel the tape off for a lovely resist effect. You can also use a fun freezer paper resist. You simply cut your shapes out of the freezer paper and iron the shiny side to your fabric. Take extra care to remove excess paint off your hands and fingers right away, because it will transfer on to the other pieces of your fabric. Similar to the tape resist, you want to go from the freezer paper onto the fabric to avoid going underneath. Once you have everything filled in, you simply peel away the freezer paper, and voila, you have a lovely design. Another great way to use Shiva is on stencils or found objects as a rubbing. Today, I'll use a few different circles and do a little rubbing. So you simply take your piece of fabric and tape it over top of your found objects. Take extra care to not move around your circles underneath. Gently rub the Shiva paint stick just on the circles. And the last technique I'll show you today is some fun that you can have after you've already quilted your piece. You can use Shiva after the quilting is in place by using tape resists. You simply put the tape around the area that you want to use the paint sticks on. Now you want to make very sure that you've pressed the tape down very firmly so that you don't get any Shiva past your lines. Again, you go from on the tape onto your fabric. Simple as that. You peel your tape away and your shape is done. You just continue to mask off each little area that you want to cover with paint and go from on the paint to on the fabric. You can also mask off curved areas by putting little pleats in the tape, but just be sure to press the tape very firmly against the fabric so that the paint doesn't get underneath. The last thing you want to consider when using Shiva Paintsticks is that it's an oil-based product, so you need to do a really good job of cleaning your brushes afterwards. This is a good product called Cedar Canyon Brush Soap. It's very effective in cleaning these kind of brushes when they have Shiva Paintstick on them. So you just simply pour a little bit in your hand and take your brush and rub it in your hand to get the paint out, get it all soapy, and then rinse it away. Simple as that. Once you have your final design complete, you simply allow the Shiva Paintsticks to dry for 24 hours and then press them with a pressing cloth. Shiva Paintsticks are available in quilt shops everywhere, and the Cedar Canyon Brush Soap is available in my Amazon e-store at www.brandylindesigns.com. Until next time, dream big and work hard in the studio with Canadian Quilt Talk.